In this video, we will demonstrate and explain about common transtibial gait deviation, such as lateral thrust and too much knee flexion. Before we demonstrate the gait deviation, we will explain about what is lateral thrust and too much knee flexion gait deviation. So, lateral thrust is a gait deviation when the patient walking on lateral border of the foot. And too much knee flexion is a gait deviation when the patient feel like they are walking down a hill and lack of knee control, so that make them walking with excessive knee flexion moment. Alright, next we move to the video demonstration about the lateral thrust first. Alright, from the video demonstration, we can observe the patient from the coronal plane during mid stance. Then we can see the patient walk in lateral border of the foot. There is medial gap of the foot and the pylon is leaning laterally. The GRF through medial of the knee joint and then create tendency of socket rotation to lateral and create force moment of the knee. The pressure is at proximal medial and distal lateral. So we conclude the patient walk with lateral thrust. From that gait deviation, there are causes and the correction. The causes are first is socket placement too much lateral. There is excessive pressure on lateral distal and medial proximal areas, but the pylon is vertical. So, we should correct the position of the socket by shift the socket medially. And the second causes is there is excessive abduction of the socket, the pylon is tilting laterally, and there is pressure on the medial proximal and lateral distal areas. So, we should correct the position of the socket by adduct the socket and shift the socket medially. Alright, that's all about the lateral thrust. Next, we move to the demonstration of the too much knee flexion during early stance phase gait deviation. From the video demonstration, we can observe the patient from the sagittal plane during early stance phase. Then we can see the patient walk with knee instability. The GRF through more posterior of the knee joint and then create large knee flexion moment that causing knee instability during initial contact. So, we conclude the patient walk with too much knee flexion. From this gait deviation, there are causes and correction. The causes are first is plantar flexion bumper too stiff. So, we should replace the plantar flexion bumper to the new one. And then the second causes is heel cushion too hard. The heel cushion is fails to absorb the shock at heel strike. Then the foot goes to foot flat quickly and pulls the shank forward. So we should replace the foot with a new one that has now too hard heel cushion.